I put it on back onto night scene foliage normal because we're just generally walking over there. If we do only find something, I'll switch back, and as I said, the sun's still out to a reasonable degree, and I've just got to fight my way through this. Tea tree. So we've got a boundary line between all this bracken, tea tree, coral fern down there, so I'm heading for that zone there. That's the intermingling of all three zones, hopefully. From an ecological point of view, that might be the most interesting, and also might give us a heads up to where we want to head next, or what we want to do next, or whether the trip's just going to come to a dead halt sort of thing. And oh god, this bracken is pretty hard. Well, I'm sure there's probably bracken in other parts of Australia, but look at that detritus, fellas. Look at that detritus. Maybe I should have kept it on macro setting. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Getting to the tea tree area. So this is why I got my boots on, fellas, in case there are any little snakes or other creatures down there. I put my foot down on there. At least I've got a chance, you know. I may have some sort of fanged creature hanging on the end of my rubber boot I can flick off or something. Whereas if he's got his teeth into my bloody bare foot through a croc or something like that. But can you imagine if we could do banana like that? Have a head or crowsy or on a banana that sort of thick, growing out of well, it'll probably be growing out of a dustbin rather than a bucket to get that sort of size, I would think. But hopefully we're on the tip of the iceberg sort of thing with the Sarracenia growing in basically just sand and a bit of formula on the top. We can improve that formula. As I said, I am tinkering with it. It does seem to be some relationship with flammable gas being released. So whether the flammable gas promotes the cyanophyta, but I think we've already shown from the milk bottle things from early on in the year, it does naturally fix nitrogen without the cyanophyta, if the cyanophyta are not green, sort of thing. You know, are green, I mean, so that you can tell that they're not there. Whether they also are in a translucent, invisible form, I don't know. But we can always do further work in the future to try and rule those sort of things out. And there's the coral fern over there, in that far little corner bit there. So, and here we go. Combination of tea tree, bracken, and with a little bit of coral fern over there. Oh, and there looks like, is this moisture on the floor? Oh, that might just be rain. Yeah, red roots or anything there? Well, the soil's alright, peat and sandy sort of stuff. Just needs a jolly good Robbie Burns, and I think I've got myself caught into one of these sort of situation where it's going to be an absolute bugger to climb out of this thing now. It may even be easier to go across the creek and walk all the way back on that side. I don't know. Yeah, and the card, probably halfway through the card already, and there's blackberry, bracken, tea tree. Just the way you like it, yeah, no. Yeah, but you're not here, fellas, you know. Oh. And there's colitis up there. Is it a case of moving on? I think I'm going to call it. Oh, and there's the evergreen swamp vegetation right in front of us. So it's a case of just moving on a little bit further and seeing what's there, I reckon. And then it's a case of making our choices. Whether it's going to be a Christmas special, whether we get any results, or Christmas special where, you know, we came, saw and we conquered, but we decided to pack it in and go home and have a nice cup of coffee sort of thing, you know. Oh, well, I'm pushing through. Oh, open bare ground with silver sand. Here we go, fellas. We have a zone. So we have an opening. Whoa. Well, the soil's nice. Would be nice to, I don't know if those holes have people been digging out and it's got the spider hole too, so any remnants of any CPs whatsoever. Lovely silvery, silky, silvery, what's it sands, that will go nice dark in the wet. Oh, here's the coral fern in amongst the bracken. I think it's coral fern. Oh yeah, it's definitely. Oh, okay, so okay, time to start a new clip. Probably is. Better go on to the macro, just in case we find anything.